Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I'm Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to be talking about the Blu-ray release of 3 O'Clock High from Shout Factory. But before we do, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, home theater movies in general, please check out my videos on my channel, like and subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So let's just jump right in with this Blu-ray release from Shout Factory. It's a movie called 3 O'Clock High. It came out in 1987. Starring Casey Zamosko, I probably butchered that, Annie Ryan, Richard Tyson, and directed by Phil Janu. I love these freaking names. Another interesting fact about it is the cinematographer is Barry Sonnenfeld, which went on to direct the Men in Black trilogy. So it's kind of, didn't realize that, and I was just watching this and saw it in the opening credits. I was like, hey, I know that name. But this is a movie I've always loved. I honestly had not seen it since the VHS days. I don't think I've ever owned it on any format. Basically, it starts out with Jerry Mitchell is a kind of a nerdy kid. Well, I wouldn't call him nerd, but your average, not popular kid. He runs this school store, and he gets elected to do a story on this new kid that's coming to the school. And then, all of a sudden, before he even gets assigned to it, everybody, the whole school is talking about this new kid that's been kicked out of all these different schools, real badass, he's hurt people, and all of a sudden Jerry gets assigned to doing this story. And he happens to meet him early in the morning in the bathroom, and he actually pats him on the shoulder, but come to find out this new guy, Buddy Revell, doesn't like being touched, so immediately he just goes off on him, telling him he's going to fight him after school at 3 o'clock. So the whole movie revolves around Jerry wanting to get out of it. He's not a fighter, he's never fought, doesn't want to get the shit kicked out of him. But it's a good movie. I'm glad to add this to my collection. Now, this Blu-ray release comes from Shout Factory. It came out in 2017. The film was originally done on 35mm. Now, video presentation, apparently they just didn't have anything, the good source material to go off of, because from the get-go, it's heavy on the grain and scenes, and a lot of specs throughout where the original negatives, prints were never cleaned up. So there was never any restoration work done with this. And Shout, sad to see this coming from Shout, because they have a reputation of putting out good quality stuff, but, it's only as good as what the source is, so apparently no good sources were available for them. But besides that, it had some really good color. There was some really good contrast, had some black and there was whites. When Jerry's in the little school infirmary later in the movie, the whites really stand out. Even though it had the heavy grain, the whites was really, really good. And the head dean of the school facility, his black suit was really well saturated. And it had some good details here and there. There was one scene in particular when Jerry's hiding in the bathroom and someone's coming in. They show his feet walking across the floor, and you can see all the grime and stains on the floor. So that really stood out. Skin tones seemed very natural. So, the color palette was very well balanced. It looked really good. So overall, the picture was impressive, considering the limited, materials they had to work with. It wasn't perfect, but it's worth having in the collection. Take a look at a few shots here to give you an idea. There's no comparisons with any other format, so they'll come back and they'll talk about the audio and everything else. I'll see you in a minute. audio, Shout Factory gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 stereo. Pretty well done. There's a nice clear dialogue throughout. The sound stage across the front is very well balanced. You know, it's a drama movie. There's nothing to, expect out of it. But it has a nice ambience overall, for limited, the source material. And for the packaging, pretty, standard keep case. Nice artwork on disc. And actually has artwork on the back of the cover to show through. Now for our bonus material, we have audio commentary with director Phil Janot. Head of the Class, an interview with Phil Janot. Passing the Test, interviews of screenwriters Richard Christian Matheson and Tom Sololzi. School Clothes, an interview with costume designer Jane Room. Theatrical trailer and still gallery. So overall, this is a very nice release from Shout Factory. It's a great classic movie, from the 80s. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out. I bought this from Shout Factory this last month. They had a sale going on, their little half-price sale. And I picked it up on like the last hour before I went to bed and picked up a few, and it was the first time ordering from Shout. You can pick this up on, forgot to check what the price is from Shout right now. Probably a high price because their stuff is high. But from Amazon, $16.69. You can find it on eBay for $15 if you want it. I do recommend picking this up if you can. I mean, it's a great movie overall. It's a lot of, it's not a comedy, but it's a really good fun movie. Good dramas. You'll see some main actors playing supporting roles, but very well done. Unfortunately, Shout didn't have a good, master or prints to work with for it. So it could have been better as far as video quality, but it's a really decent release. So that pretty much wraps up my take on 3 O'Clock High on Blu-ray from Shout Factory. Please check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. And we'll see you again. Geek out.